How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Oprah Winfrey backing away from a documentary titled On the Record, which is about the quote-unquote Me Too phenomenon within the music industry. The film largely focuses on Russell Simmons and the allegations that have been laid at his feet over the years. Sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, this, that, and the third. Now, the prevailing thought, at least in the black part of the internet, is that since Oprah and Russell are basically two very powerful black people in the entertainment industry, they would come together, have a powwow, kumbaya, all this and that. And the end result would be Oprah apologizing and backing away from the movie because she does not want to put a black man on what they would call Front Street. She does not want to embarrass this man. That is kind of what happened, but at the same time, that's not what happened. Before I go any further, let's go ahead and roll this clip. In this clip, you'll see exactly what Oprah has said about walking away. After we get done with that, I'll talk about what she said. I'll talk about how it's going to affect Russell and what he has said. I'll give you my 2 cents, my analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
The only question for me is what is the right thing to do?
Oprah Winfrey on CBS saying she knew her decision to pull out of a documentary about allegations against Russell Simmons would look bad.
I unequivocally say that I did not pull out because of Russell. This is not a victory lap for him. I cannot be silenced by a Russell Simmons.
Oprah says she believes the women featured in the film On the Record.
I stand in support of these women.
But she also says she worried about inconsistencies in accusers' stories and told the filmmakers Amy Ziering and Kirby Dick she wanted changes and didn't want to rush to premiere at the Sundance Film Festival.
I thought some things were not right. I wanted the context of the story to be broadened. I wanted more women brought into the story.
The New York Times reports Oprah left the project after showing the documentary to director Ava DuVernay, who gave a harsh critique. In December, Simmons posted this video questioning his accuser's credibility on Instagram.
Fame and fortune are catalysts for untrue accusations.
In an open letter to Oprah, he said, "I have never been violent or forced myself on anyone."
He has millions of followers. I have like 1,000. And he is using all of that muscle to try to drown out our voices.
Drew Dixon is an accuser at the center of the new film. After Oprah's withdrawal, she told the New York Times, "I am being silenced. The most powerful black woman in the world is being intimidated."
I do hope people will see the film, even make their own decisions about it.
The film set to premiere Saturday at Sundance.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. I'm not really sure where to begin. Let's start from the very beginning. The first thought that's in my mind, Oprah Winfrey, how are you going to sit there and say the stories ain't really adding up, it's not really consistent, it's that and the third, but at the same time say you believe them and you stand behind them? Wouldn't you want more information to go off of, more proof to go off of before you say that you believe somebody that's accusing your friend? Because let's not forget, Oprah and Russell are friends, or at least they were friends at one particular point in time. If that's my friend or a close acquaintance or an important person in my life, in my business, maybe I might just want to look into some random accusers and see if the stories make sense. Now, could they be telling the truth? Of course. I don't know if they're lying or telling the truth. I don't know them. I don't have the facts. And I think Oprah, quite frankly, is in my same situation. So if I don't know a thing, I'm going to come out and say, I don't know. I'm not going to say, oh, well, they did it without much evidence, without much proof. You know, this ain't Bill Cosby 2.0. With Bill Cosby, you had records of him paying women off. You had confessions talking about, yes, I did give them Quaaludes. Yes, I did have sex with this, that, and the third. She wanted it, all this and that. You had a lot of evidence that was against him, strong physical evidence from him directly and from others. This ain't that. Russell came out and said, I did not do this. They're lying. He gave a whole 4-page letter on Instagram to Oprah and a video to Oprah talking about, I didn't do this. So I don't believe that Oprah is in the right to be behind this documentary, although she's not on it officially. And then that's something else. Why would you still back everybody that's in the movie, but at the same time take yourself off of the movie? Is because of legal reasons? If you get sued, you don't want to take the responsibility. of that situation. You just want to put it off on them so they can't sue you and be like, oh, no, I didn't do it. They did it. So don't sue me, sue them. Is that the real reason? Because it seems like you have a bone to pick with Russell. Maybe one of your friends is the accuser. I don't know what's going on. But it seems pretty strange that you would take your name off the film, documentary, whatever you want to call it, but at the same time still endorse those that are in a documentary accusing Russell of whatever he's accused of doing. You understand what I'm saying? But I digress. My whole point is that Russell Simmons and Oprah have kind of a strange relationship here, and I'm not really sure what's going on. Moving right along to Oprah herself. I don't think she should be pointing the finger at anybody, okay? Let's not forget about her and Harvey Weinstein having a relationship, a friendship. Where is the Harvey Weinstein documentary with all those accusers in it? Why produce this one about Russell Simmons? Okay, and why be so adamant about, oh, he ain't chased me away, this, that, and the third? Why not have that same energy towards Harvey Weinstein? Okay, how are you going to explain that? How you all chummy, buddy with him? There's countless pictures and videos and everything else of them together, kissing all on them and everything else. So, I mean, where's your statement about Harvey Weinstein publicly? If there was one, I did not see it, but I digress. My whole point is that if you're going to talk about Russell Simmons publicly, not even like movie aside from that, okay, it's coming out at the end of this week, January 25th, and today's January 22nd, 2020. So this all could be promo. I don't know. But regardless of whether you're trying to promote a movie, trying to make money from it still without your name on it, because you probably still got some rights, even if you're just trying to promote it and make money and you use his name to do that, you should still talk about Harvey Weinstein in the same breath. If the movie's about Me Too and that whole phenomenon, why not bring up others that have been accused of it? What's your problem with Russell Simmons? Do you have a personal beef with him? I don't really know, but we'll move on. Back to Oprah. She cannot point fingers here. Harvey Weinstein is one thing. There's also the African School. This was like 2007, right around then, a little bit before then. There were women at the school that were sexually abusing the girls at the school. You understand? So you have an all-girl school in Africa. The female instructors were sexually abusing the girls.
The trial of a former dormitory matron charged with abusing 6 students at Oprah Winfrey School for Girls in South Africa is resuming. Prosecutors say former dorm matron Tina Virginia Makopo tried to kiss and fondle the girls. She's also accused of kicking and hitting some of them. Makopo pleaded innocent to 14 charges of indecent assault, and criminal injury in South Africa. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, the ex-headmistress of the $40 million school is suing Winfrey for defamation. The suit claims someone would conclude from Winfrey's comments that the school employee knew of the alleged abuse and was actively involved in covering it up.
I was, needless to say, devastated and really shaken to my core.
Winfrey said she was disappointed in the former headmistress. The TV talk show host also made comments about students who felt there was an atmosphere of repression at the school.
And I spoke to all the girls personally, and I encouraged all of them, any of them who had actually been harmed, to please come forward.
The lawsuit asked for more than $250,000 in damages. Carlotta Bradley, The Associated Press.
As you can see, I didn't make it up. It was in the news. She apologized or some kind of way apologized on TV for it. So, Me Too? What about some of these girls that have been abusing your school, Oprah? Where's a film about that? Oh, you don't want to expose yourself. You want to expose other people for whatever the reason may be. Now, some say, oh, she hates black men. I don't know if that's the case. I have no idea. But see, that's how I'm different than Oprah. Oprah will assume a thing to be true because maybe she wants it to be true or she feels like it could be true and just say, yeah, it's true. I believe him. I stand with him. But when it comes to people like myself, I say, okay, more facts, more information. Let's get all of that before we say this happened or this happened or this didn't happen or this didn't happen. You understand? I want to have more info to make my conclusion on, to base my conclusion on. That's how I operate. Now, as far as Russell, I don't know if he's guilty, innocent, or whatever the case may be. I think that you should be able to be innocent until proven guilty. That's how we are in the court of law. That's why you may have a machete murderer get caught with the machete in his hand, blood all on it, and he has not a scratch on him, so you know he hurt somebody else, And then you got to say alleged machete attacker when you talk about them on TV, because you are innocent until proven guilty. What about Russell Simmons? Does not have the same rights as an American citizen? He can be innocent until proven guilty? Or like, where are we at right now where you can just be accused of a thing, then you're automatically guilty? You can be whatever gender you think you are. You could be whatever you actually are. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe. It's irrelevant. We all have the same rights as American citizens. Oprah should recognize that and treat Russell Simmons as such. And I'm just kind of perplexed as to why there is an issue between the two of them, why she's adversarial against him, talking about, oh, he ain't run me off, this, that, and the third. I don't see the same amount of energy given towards Harvey Weinstein that I see given towards Russell Simmons from Oprah. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Oprah backed away from the documentary here because of pressure from the black community, from Russell Simmons, from anyone else? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or do you think it's because the accusations in the movie weren't really 100% correct and there were some things she wanted to change that they didn't want to change? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. If you believe the second explanation, my question to you would be, if she does not really believe or has questions about the accounts of the women, then why would she at the same time come on TV and say that she defends them? Give me further explanation first before I come on TV and endorse you, before I say you didn't do it, or you did do it, or you were a victim on TV. That is how responsible adults behave, not people like Oprah Winfrey. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.